Kim Kardashian must have heard that we were getting bored with the family because she decided to go on to Call Her Daddy and to finally address some of the most controversial topics that she's been running away from for years.
I think I'm gonna get canceled if I say it. Who thought that that was a good idea?
I'm talking about sleeping with Travis Barker, her photo shoot with Justin Bieber, even Kanye West, who supposedly hasn't had contact with his kids in months. We're gonna go through everything that Kim revealed in this interview, so let's get into it. Kicking it off with Justin Bieber, Kim was asked about a moment in her career where she should have been canceled, but she wasn't. And she's talking about this photo shoot when she was 30 and Justin was 16, and they were acting like a romantic couple. Now, do I think anything actually happened between JB and Kim K? Not really. I mean, there are rumors that at one point they had hooked up, but I don't think this photo shoot is part of it. But it is freaky that she's acting like he's her boyfriend in this shoot. Even weirder that Justin said, "I have Kim on BlackBerry Messenger," oh my gosh, throwback, "and we like talk all the time." Seriously, what business does a 16-year-old have texting a 30-year-old Kim? Let's take a look at how Kim explains herself.
What is something you probably should have gotten canceled for but didn't?
I know what it is, and I think I'm gonna get canceled if I say it.
You're like, I'm not bringing that shit back up.
Like, I don't know who approved this, and I don't know who thought that this was normal, this narrative.
I feel like this moment was supposed to be about Taylor Swift, but, you know, Alex kind of missed her moment.
But I did a photo shoot with Justin Bieber, and he was 16 years old, and I don't know how old I was, and it was like a play. His girlfriend was there, his parents, I mean, it was like nothing creepy at all, but I look back and I'm like, that's the one thing that I feel like, you know, he's like a good, dear friend of ours and the whole family. But like, who thought that that was a good idea? You know, I must have been 30 years old, you know?
I could see that. I could see that getting murky.
But it was a story of, what's that story with the teacher and the student? The Graduate.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I just feel like that was nothing ever weird, was obviously happening. And like, I just think that was like an odd concept, and why none of us thought that that was odd at the time. But now we look back and I'm like, that would have not been the most appropriate thing.
Right.
Wait, but I've never really done anything to be canceled. Like, I stand by everything.
Oh, wait, do we have time? Kimberly, do you want a list?
That I've never said anything crazy. I've never done anything crazy. Maybe just like by association, being around people and people thinking.
You've been on the fringe a couple times, but it's never really got
Like,
you.
what do you think that I would have done?
Well, I can't say that.
Tell me.
No, I can't say it. I don't need a whole nation coming for me. Okay, go.
Text Courtney. I just recorded.
Wait, you could totally tell that Alex was preparing for this to be about Taylor Swift because she said, you know, a whole nation against her, like the Swifties. This person pointed out that Alex was definitely thinking of the Taylor situation. My mind went straight to the "nobody wants to work these days" comment, which, you know, my mind went there too. I guess it wasn't that bad. Somebody else added, "Kim, you thought it was a good idea." I mean, I do think that Kim was probably looking for some clout in association with Justin. Back then, she agreed to that photo shoot because Justin Bieber was a rising pop star and she wanted to get her name out there even further. I'm going to put my glasses on for this next one because we're talking about Kourtney's husband, Travis Barker. Hey, this story is crazy. I'm so glad she's talking about it. Do I believe her? We'll get to that in a moment. So this is an excerpt from Travis Barker's book where he spoke about his trip and his romance with Kim Kardashian, his future sister-in-law. "Kim and I started hanging out. We went to dinner. We went to lunch. You might think I would be doing the worst things with this girl because of her tapes." He wrote this in a book. But it was the exact opposite of any other encounter I've ever had with a woman. I guess he typically treats women like trash. He said, "With Kim, I wanted to be nothing but a gentleman to her. It was so weird. We were around each other a lot. We used her in ad campaigns for Famous. She came to my house and went swimming. We watched the 4th of July fireworks together. Sounds romantic, Kimberly. I'd go to visit her and her family at their clothing store. We'd be really sweet around each other like little kids. And then when we were apart, she'd call me and say, I want to see you again. Well, that just makes me so uncomfortable, like, for Courtney because of that dynamic and the fact that, like, Courtney's husband, like, was into Kim. And, like, when they have, like, family events, like, is he looking at Kim and her Kimberlys, you know, and her big butt. But you know what Kim's gonna do? Deny, deny, deny. And to publish a lie is a really big deal. I don't think Travis Barker or his publishers would go and allow a lie to be printed about Kim Kardashian. I mean, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
In the past, have you ever hooked up with Travis Barker?
No, I never have. Absolutely. That I do not mind you asking.
Okay.
I never have. And that really sucks that that has gone on. But he dated Paris and we were all friends and we'd all like hang out. And when I was with Paris, we'd be on the road and go to like their tour in Amsterdam. And like, so I have been friends with him, but never like.
Interesting, because I feel like I remember going through this book and doing a deep dive on this. I don't remember Paris being a big part of it. I do remember the Amsterdam trip, and he wrote about how he went bike riding with you, Kim.
Like in that way, and never, never hooked up with him.
Did you have any heads up that you were going to be in his memoir, like reference as the crush?
No.
Okay.
No. But I
See, she can't deny that. She's sitting there like, oh, no. When she answers twice, because Kim's a very particular speaker, it's because she's still thinking about how she's going to PR train this.
say that we never hooked up. I mean, I don't think he would allude to that information, you know? But also Courtney was around during that time. So like they were neighbors for a decade. So like when everyone was all hanging, like he was always around with his kids. They'd always come to Courtney's house for all the birthdays. So it was like everything was super like open and cool and like one's been friends. He was just as good of friends with them as he was with all of us. So it was nothing weird.
This is such an uncomfortable part of the Kardashian history. This comment reads, as if Kim would admit it. She's choosing her words wisely, and she was asked the wrong questions. Did she sleep with him? Maybe not. Did they ever kiss or do other stuff? Maybe. Did they flirt? Probably. Did she know he had a crush on her? Most likely. She's not telling the truth for her sister because even Paris stopped talking to her for a very long time. Because if Travis Barker was involved with Paris and Kim then had this relationship with him, that would make sense why Kim and Paris had a big falling out. And I'm sure Courtney today is just like uncomfortable even thinking about this situation all over again. I wonder if they've talked about it. Comment below. Do you think Travis and Courtney have had like a one-on-one about this? This person writes, I can't explain it, but Kim seems so cold in this interview. Like there's no emotion, just pure concrete. It's almost scary how emotionless she's become. Somebody else said, I love Kim, but I don't believe her. Yeah, I don't believe her either, Pearl. Kim also informed us that Kanye West is not currently in the picture. I mean, you know, I could have told you that, but it seems like he's just completely forgotten he has kids, which makes me feel bad for the children. They're just like forgotten about. And it's just him and Bianca in Spain, huffing and puffing, balloon gas and all that.
But I mean, I raise the kids, you know, full time. I also protect them when, you know, it's time for that. And it goes in waves and phases and it's, you know, a lot of work. But like I said earlier, like I have the best memories and the best relationship, you know, with my dad. And even like, I love that, you know, I see Tristan puts, you know, their kids to bed every night and takes them to school every day when he's not, you know, in season. So I just welcome healthy relationships, but it's not easy.
When was the last time Kanye saw the kids?
The way that Kim is taking her time to answer that is immediately a red flag.
Whenever he'll call for them and ask, it's probably been a couple months since we've heard from him. But
how do you handle, because it's all on you in those moments, the disappointment, if any, from the kids? Like, how do you explain those moments to them?
they always knew that he had a big life traveling before and was always on tour and all of that. So it's, and that he lives in different countries all the time and loves to live all over the place. So, we manage it really well. Like they love like their life and their routine and their schedule. And I think just their job as their mom is just to make sure that they stick to their routine and they're healthy and happy. And, look, it's not easy no matter what.
So sad. It's so sad to me that Kanye loves to claim his children when it benefits him, but he's really not a father figure to them. This person said that Kim says so much by saying so little. I don't think Kim gets enough credit. One thing they all have in common is that they are amazing mothers. Kim is so real for this. Well, I will say, I'm not doubting that they're good mothers. Or I'm not even going to have that conversation with you guys right now. But I will say that Kourtney is not good at setting down ground rules. I mean, you see Alabama Barker having like parties up in her house. The sad part is that her sharing this is probably going to create hell behind the scenes for her and the kids. Another person says that Kim's really trying not to bash Kanye when she has every reason to do so. Such a respectful answer. I always notice that from them. Always higher. What did you guys think about Kim's interview? I thought it was interesting that she acknowledged how inappropriate that photo shoot was with Justin Bieber. I don't know if we ever really see celebrities acknowledge when they've participated in something like so inappropriate and it's the older one who's acknowledging it and feeling discomfort with it. I don't know. That was kind of refreshing. I'll say that was like kind of refreshing, right? Or no? I think that the Travis Barker thing is total BS. And I think that like if there wasn't this Kourtney connection where Kourtney is gonna have like so much drama because of it, maybe Kim would share it, but I don't think so. Especially because yeah, I mean, it also ties in Paris Hilton. So if we go back on record, we see that Paris was actually involved with Travis and her closet assistant was hooking up with him on the side. There would be a problem. But I want to hear what you guys think of this video. I love you guys so much. Also, what do you guys think my uniform? Like, so I like was at the gym earlier, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like hop on and I want to film and get this out to you guys. Are we bored with like the stuff I wear? I never asked you guys before. Like, I feel like I look like Shane Dawson. I don't know. Like, I'll show you the full fit. I mean, right now I've got a tank top on, but like, I feel like I look like a blob sometimes. Like I'm not like, I don't know. Look, I look like now I went from like chunk to, still a little thicker, but I need to wear some other shirts in my closets, but I love my Sloan sweatshirt. I'm going to take it off of my website sometime soon though, but I hope you guys enjoyed this and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye guys.